I was a freshman at Mount St. Mary's College when, on November the 22nd, I was walking out of a class, going up some stairs outside, and I saw a young woman coming at me in tears. They shot the president. They shot Kennedy. What? I was sleepy, first of all. I used to go to class in my trench coat because I'd wake up at the very last minute. So I was a little disoriented, but everybody's crying, and all of a sudden, school was closed. Everybody can go home. So I drove all the way back to my little farmhouse in Chino with my parents, and we sat by that television glued for about 3 or 4 days. So it's forever cemented. We all know, if we were around then, we know when he died. So the freshman year was in 63. I did 1 year at Mount St. Mary's, took 22 units, had no idea what I was doing, did not do well academically, and felt that I could not in good conscience ask my parents to keep paying $3,000, for me to go to this little Catholic girls' college. So I took myself out and went to a community college in the summer, got my grades up, and then transferred to a CalState. The notion of being different was not really there my freshman year. I do remember a woman at that college used to call me Beaner, and and then she was known as, I think, Dago, and she was Italian. So it was almost that era was like calling each other by these ethnic slurs, But yeah, I was aware of that. Slowly I began to be aware. I didn't go to school with very many Mexican girls. I didn't go to school with many college Mexican girls. So then when I went to CalState Fullerton, I was already sort of, first of all, grateful that I could start again in earnest. I felt that my failure in my freshman year could have made or broken me. It almost broke me, to fail academically. But it gave me the resolve. It's not going to happen again. But it was at CalState Fullerton, now we're getting to 64, 65, I arrived and found an African-American man heading up an ELP program. And I don't know how I got to the office, but I wasn't recruited by them. I've been admitted conditionally, making sure that my grades came up. So I think after I realized I can do this, I went to that office, and I met for the first time an African-American man running a program. And he said, "You want to do recruiting?" I said, "What's that?" He said, "You go back to your high school, and or you go back to your little hometown, and you talk to high school kids about coming to college, coming to CalState." I said, "Okay." So I didn't go back to my little Catholic girls' high school, Catholic girls' high school, but I did go to Chino High. And I remember recruiting several of those young students to go to CalState Fullerton. And it was exhilarating, because, they'd say, "Okay," and they came. And so suddenly I thought, I can do this. I can go around saving people. I couldn't save a bunch of them, but I can save these. So I took recruiting to heart, and I just remember going back and forth and bringing them, I felt like, okay, 1, 2, they're going to be, And that man at the ELP program was very good, because he realized, she's doing the job. So from that, I then decided that I needed to work, and so I had been working on campus in the Spanish department. I decided to double major Spanish and English. So I was working in the Spanish department, and that was okay, but then they told me that I could work in a program called Upward Bound. So that was the other awakening program, because for 2 years in a row, I was sleeping with those kids, watching those kids, mentoring, supervising, and I saw the difference that summer programs could make in the lives of these students, who were high school students really at that point, but they all went on to something. So the notion that you could really affect someone's opportunities was cemented.